Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine and I am an aspiring romance author. Welcome back again to my channel where we are doing another vlog. Woo! I mean, what else is new? We are actually going to tackle starting Act 2, this behemoth of an act. We are starting it this week. Actually, I already started it probably Monday. I think I started it on Monday. It's currently Thursday. My goal actually is to finish 3 chapters this week. I don't know how doable that is. I have today, I have Saturday, and Sunday maybe? It's Father's Day weekend, so I don't know if we have something for Saturday, Sunday. I know for Friday night, that's like my sister's birthday and my dad's Father's Day celebration, but we'll see. We'll see. I finished 1 chapter last night. I'm gonna tackle 1 scene tonight. We'll see. I don't know about you, but my summer is always busy. It's always busy. It's always booked. There's something happening every weekend, and it's, like I don't want to miss out because I don't really see a lot of people during the winter time. And now it's sunny outside. It's nice and warm. I want to go meet people. I want to be under the sun. I want to be moving. I will be doing a writing session tonight, and my goal for tonight is to hopefully finish at least. Oh, is it a tall task to finish 1 scene tonight? No. We'll see. We'll go with the vibes. I'm gonna take you back to yesterday or last night, Jasmine, and let you hear her recap. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hi everyone. I just want to go on a quick tangent because I actually just went outside to talk to my husband. I am currently working on writing chapter 9. I said last time that I already have something written for this. This one I wrote when I was at Natalie's live stream, when I joined her on a live stream. I just want to polish this up because I don't like how it kind of like happened in the middle of the scene. It's a game scene, like it's a basketball game scene. So pretty much like the friends, like the guy friends, Ryan's friends are out to like play basketball, and there's like a scene where he has to play with one of his tall friends, and I want to set that scene. Like I just want to write this scene where they're playing basketball pretty much, and it dawned on me that it's actually so hard to write scenes where people are playing. I think that's because I don't really read books that have any game scenes like hockey romances. I don't read hockey or sports romance in general. I think the only sports romance I read was from Anna Huang, the striker, which by the way, book 2 is coming out soon. I'm super excited for that. I cannot wait. I really love that series. I am currently writing this scene where he has to play one-on-one with his friend, and I had to like go out, talk to my husband and be like, hey, is this a legal like move in basketball? Because I watch basketball, but I don't know the rules. I kind of don't know how to like explain it in the book, like how to like make that scene come alive in the book. So what I do is I go to YouTube and like watch a one-on-one game. Like the videos that I watch are literally like 5 seconds long, but the scene that I'm making it out to be feels like it's going on forever. Like it's giving anime slow-mo scene. If you watch a sports anime where they go in like a back, like not a background, but like more like the slow-mo scene where like the flashback scenes are happening as they're playing. It's just like it feels like that. It feels like that's what I'm writing. Everything feels like a slow motion, but at the same time like he has to like think about so many different things as he's playing. Anyway, is this a sports romance? No, it is totally not. I'm just writing a scene where they're playing a friendly game of basketball, but it turned into very competitive basketball because there is a wager in it that's very important as well. So yeah, why am I going on a tangent on this? Anyways, I'm gonna keep working on this. Hopefully, I will finish this tonight. Honestly, like I was working on this as well on Monday. Today's Wednesday, by the way. I was working on this on Monday, and I think I didn't really go far because I couldn't decide if I want Ryan to be the person playing or would he be the person just watching his, like friends play. But I feel like it's more interesting if he's the one playing. So I'm incorporating that into the scene. Anyways, that is my quick update. I'm gonna keep working on this, and then I will talk to you when I have something more to say. Hey guys. So it's about, I think, almost an hour since I last talked to you. I went to take a shower. My husband made me tea, really. And I went back to actually finishing the chapter, and it's actually done right now. Chapter 9 is good. We're done. I enjoyed this chapter much better. This is way better than how I last wrote it. There's a lot of action. You'll get a little bit more of Ryan's, I guess, like inner conflict and external conflict as well. And I liked how I ended this chapter, actually. I like it. It feels really good to be able to execute a chapter as I planned and not feel like I'm super stuck with it. So that's nice. That's good. This chapter wasn't really difficult to write, and I'm happy that it didn't give me a hard time. I think the only thing that gave me a hard time was writing the basketball scene, but I'm pretty happy with it. I can't really complain. I did the best I can with that scene. I don't know if it's written well. I have no idea. Actually, I only wrote about 500 words today. I added 500 words to this chapter, which is not bad. The next time I will be writing will be on Saturday. That's a full day of writing, which is perfect because chapter 10 has 2 scenes that I need to work on. I actually don't remember what I wrote for chapter 10. For chapter 10, I believe it's like another library scene. Oh, wait, I remember now. Chapter 10 is like, ooh, okay. Okay, so chapter 10 is actually pretty. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I forgot I have a live stream on. That's it for my writing update. I'm going to talk to you on Saturday. Okay, good evening, everybody. What is this? It's the other way around. This is the first draft of Project Vanya. I'm just going to flip through what I wrote. I'm currently working on chapter 10, scene 1. My goal is to put this chapter or scene, put the scene at a place that I am satisfied about. So let's flip through. What chapter would this be? Okay, there we go. Chapter 10. Okay, so I just finished reading through my first draft version of chapter 10. I realized that this chapter is quite, it seems very short to me. And there are 2 scenes. Should I kind of like the back half of this chapter, like scene 2. I like that one. I think I'm going to retain maybe a little bit of that part of the scene, but scene 1 I can definitely polish it up. So let us actually begin working on that. Ignore how I look bundled up right now, but I'm like really cold at the moment. It's currently 10:35 and I just finished my writing session. This one turned out to be very short. Yeah, there's only this one scene um where Ryan and Anthony are in the library and they were like kind of bickering a little bit. This is my shortest scene at the moment. So far, a lot of my scenes are like at least 1,500 words per scene, but this one is pretty short. I feel like the next scene will be a little bit more, but maybe this will be like my shortest, to be honest. Yeah. It is what it is. I would say that I actually copy and pasted about like half, well, not really half, probably like 30% of draft 1 into draft 2, and then just kind of added a little bit more context in what they're talking about, I guess. I think I can like make this scene a little better, especially in the end, maybe like add a little bit more, because this beat has a lot of clue about the male protagonist, about his backstory and stuff, but I don't want to reveal it too much in this chapter, so I just want to sprinkle a little bit here and there. Chapter 10 scene 2 though, I probably added like literally just one sentence, and I'm like, I'm just gonna like stop here because I'm like so tired. Yeah, that is like my quick update regarding chapter 10 scene 1, and I'll talk to you soon. Hi guys, it's Saturday today, and we just got back from a movie date. We just watched How to Train Your Dragon at the movie theaters today, and it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I highly recommend it. I'm not sure how different it is from the animation because I've never seen the animated version of it, but I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I really loved the fight scenes. I really loved the animation. Like the CGI animation was like super clean. I love the music. The musical score is like amazing. We stayed up until the end of the credits just because of the wonderful music. And it's amazing. I loved it. You know, like after all that, we are back here again, and we are going to attempt to do a writing session. I think I'm going to write for about I think I'm gonna write the second scene, chapter 10, scene 2. I think the scene I said from last time was I really enjoyed the back half of this chapter. So, scene 2, I believe I will be able to retain a little bit more from the first draft. So, that's what I'm gonna do. So, let's actually just do that right now. Hi. Okay, so it's currently 6:15. I can't even show you, but it's 6:15 and I just finished my writing session. How I don't know how long it took me. I think it took me about like straight up just writing about almost an hour, maybe like 45 to like 45 minutes to an hour. And I actually finished scene 2. Well, that means the entire chapter is complete. This chapter actually made me like giggle a lot because of just how silly the entire conversation was. I don't want to spoil it too much, so I'm just telling you that this actually one of the most fun chapters that I ever wrote. Even I remember in my first draft, I was like like giggling at how stupid this was, but I'm just so happy that I'm able to just finish it today. It wasn't really a struggle just because I took majority of what I wrote in draft 1, specifically on scene 2. But scene 1, I feel like I can polish that up a bit more because I want the main character, the male main character, Ryan, to have a bit more share his feelings about the previous chapter's encounter, because chapter 9 is where I introduce like I would say his the antagonist on his story, on his side of the story. That is, I feel like I need to polish up a bit more on, you know, him kind of like reflecting on that encounter. So far this chapter didn't really, or chapter 10 didn't really give me so much trouble, so that's good. So the next chapter that I'm gonna work on is chapter 11, which I feel like I might be able to work on tomorrow for sure, but I don't know if I'll be able to finish it, to be honest, just because I just read through like I just scrolled at like what I wrote in chapter 11, and there is a lot of placeholders on that thing, and that tells me one thing: I have to pretty much write new words for it, completely new words, because first of all, I didn't like what I wrote. It's not good. It's not really good. So I will have to think up and outline the chapter tomorrow before I actually start drafting the new words that I am planning to do. So that is my very quick update. So yeah, I will talk to you tomorrow for sure. Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. Today is actually, it's currently 9:18 at night, and I'm drinking tea. I know I'm supposed to have a writing update for you yesterday, but I ended up making it today because I don't know. I was lazy. So I'm just gonna do my writing update tonight. Yesterday you saw me, I have a bunch of clips of me just starting to write chapter 11. However, before I did that, I actually did some more outlining on the chapter, which is something that I picked up recently. Like aside from my scene cards, I actually elaborate more on how I want the chapter to be structured by writing what I want the chapter to look like. And so far, it's been working out really well for me, and I love that for me. This actually made me come back to adding a little bit more detail on chapter 9. Yeah, on chapter 9, just went back to chapter 9 and added a very teeny tiny detail about the game and what happened during that game. And then that would translate easily on chapter 11. It would make a lot of sense. So I'm happy that I went back and actually thought of that. I thought I was like having a genius moment, and I'm like, oh wait, actually that would make a lot of sense. Why did that thing happen in chapter 11? So yeah, I love that for me. I know my goal for last week was to write 3 chapters. However, while I failed, it wasn't a complete fail because I technically started writing the 3rd chapter yesterday, and I was like halfway done, or like I was 95% done with scene 1 of chapter 11. And today I decided to break the chapter into 2 scenes. So that's what I worked on tonight. And I am actually like having a little bit of fun writing this scene specifically just because I don't want to give spoilers, but this is the scene where things are amping up a little bit in romance. Sometimes you get these scenes where they have an inkling of like what is to come, and they're trying hard to like fight it. So they're doing their best to fight that urge, but sometimes things just don't go their way. So yeah, that is currently what's happening in chapter 11 scene 2. So I'll leave that to your imagination. I think I'm trying to work on like how I describe the scene, like the setting, like the physical setting. I discussed this briefly. Did I discuss this briefly? I don't think it was brief, but I had like a whole tangent about how I really suck at writing sceneries and atmospheres and kind of like elevating, you kind of like paint the room, sort of. I'm actually like having fun doing it in this scene. I think I'm doing a decent job at it so far. And I know some things can be explained better, but so far, with what I've got, I'm completely like I'm okay with this. Like I can roll with this. Not so bad as far as I can tell. Pretty much I'm the only one that can see all like that can see this, but so far I'm like not super stressed about it. So, which is always a good thing. I think I will leave it to this. Like yeah, I think I'm just gonna like chillax a little bit. On Wednesday, I will start writing some more. I should be able to finish it. It shouldn't be too long now. I think it just needs a few more finessing and it should be done. Thank you so much. I'm gonna end the vlog now because I don't want it to be too long. I don't want to be all yappy in this vlog. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my vlog. If you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. It's free. If you're also an aspiring writer or an aspiring author, let me know what you're working on. I'd love to know because I'm always nosy. I hope to catch you soon on the next vlog. Bye!